All right, team, we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Bree Podgorski. I am the Member Services Coordinator with Move United, and thank you for joining us for this movement session of the Virtual Military Adaptive Sports Expo. I just want to give a few housekeeping updates before I turn it over to who you see on your screen now. But closed captioning is enabled for this session. If you need to adjust the font, feel free to do so. And if you drop from the session and need to be added back in, just feel free to reach out to me at bpodgorski@moveunitedsport.org, and I'll also put that into the chat as well. If you have any questions during the session, please utilize the Q&A function. I'll be monitoring that, and towards the end of the session or during, I'll sprinkle those questions in, but I know that these guys have a whole spiel for you. If you want to introduce yourself to anyone who is in the session, you can change your chat to all panels and attendees, and you'll be able to say hi and where you're from. And with that, I do want to introduce, we've got a few Warfighters ambassadors on this call with us. We have Max Rohn, who's in Chula, Vista, California. And we have Tim Brown and Jamie Rinn, who are actually in Maryland right now. So I'll let them introduce themselves further, and they're going to run you through this movement session. But if you need anything, reach out to me, and thank you again.
You're very good.
Tim, do you want to lead off?
Oh. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our little movement break here in the middle of the expo. Beyond just a way to get yourself active and stuff, this is also a way to take off a little bit of the seriousness of, what we've been talking about all day. Instead of listening to us just drone on at you, we want to bring you in and get you a little active, keep ourselves active while we're at it, and just make everyone feel a little bit better as we roll into our final sessions of the day. So leading us in all this awesome workout, because I am just an intern, we have with us a guy who's over here at the Paralympic Training Center in Vista. So he's definitely a subject matter expert in throwing things across distances into grass. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Max Rohn, who's going to be leading us through these exercises.
Thank you, sir. Tim and I met in the hospital at Walter Reed. I got injured originally in 2009. I've been an amputee since 2011, and I started in sports in 2013, 2012. I went to Penn State for about 5 years, competed in ability athletics for the U.S. Paralympic team. I made the 2013 World Championship team. I have 4 gold medals at the Invictus Games for shot put and discus. And now I live at the Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center. We're gearing up for Tokyo in 2021, if it happens. Knock on wood. And so I really wanted to show everybody kind of what we're doing out here. And the first thing that we're going to start with is our shoulder mobility. And in the military, they talk all day long about bench press and big arms. Well, what happens with your shoulders is that they rotate forward. So what we want to try to do is correct posture. We're going to lower our ribs down, and then that's how we're going to start off. So if you have a band, we're going to go ahead and start with the band, and then palms down, and it's going to come right below your midline or your nipple line. So we're going to start off with 10 reps. We're going to pause in the back, hold, pinch your shoulder blades, and then back and return. How's it look, Tori?
Beautiful.
My girlfriend is helping me out. She's doing great camera work, and hopefully she's counting.
Am I supposed to?
Steady.
For those of y'all out there who may not have gotten into that in our handy little stretch runs out there, there's plenty of different ways you can use to improvise. If you got some bungee cords, those will work too. Just be careful, don't hit yourself in the face with the metal hook part. Or you can join us in the motions if you don't have anything like that. Even just moving your arms without anything is still better than not doing it.
Thank you for that, Tim. So now we're going to go.
So safety first, people. That's why I have these goggles.
Now we're going to go palms up, thumbs back, same motion. I think that's 5, right, Tori?
Mm-hmm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you. The next one we're going to do is we're going to try to lock our arms in a 90-degree position, palms down, and it's just a very short movement. So it'll be here, both hands. It's nice little bit of tension in the band. We're just going to go out. Palms down for 10 reps.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Now we're going to do the same thing. Palms up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This next one, we're going to go over the head. And we're just going to go from here to a 90-degree and then back up. If your shoulders are burning, don't feel bad. It took me a very long time to get good at this stuff. And if you can't do 10 reps, 5 is fine.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to hold tension and we're just going to do a press. So now we're going to have the elbow bent. So it's going to be here and then down to the back of your neck and then straight back up.
It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is the absolute worst. So if you set this one out, that's okay. We're going to go to the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab, we're going to roll our thumbs out, and we're going to go up for 10. Try to keep tension on your band as you go up and down in a nice smooth motion. Make sure to keep your shoulder blades back.
Seven, 8, 9, 10.
I'm tired.
I'm tired watching you.
All right, last one. This is just a rotation one. We're just going to do 5. You're just rotating your arm up and back. Nice and easy 5. So it's going to go here and then back. And just try to keep that elbow locked into your side.
Beautiful.
Perfect. So that is our shoulder mobility. The next one we're going to do is our hip activation. Normally we do it with a little band like this, or you could take the same band and just make a little knot. Hopefully Tori can still see me.
Yep. Just pop this out.
all we're gonna do is just put the band right above your knees. We're gonna lay in our clamshell position. We wanna keep our arms straight out in front of us. And we're just gonna come up and then back down with our right leg for 10. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. Hang with me. We're almost done. 1. You doing okay, Tim?
Yeah, for everyone out there who
Good.
got pets at home who really just want to join in, feel free to adapt with pets as well.
This is our last one. I apologize if you can't do this one. I just wanted to show the full set. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands on the ground. We're going to come up in a bridge. Feel the flex in our glutes, and then back down.
Feel that burn.
I'm feeling it.
Looking good.
All right. So now we got 2 of the most important zones activated with your shoulders and hips. So we're going to go to another important area. We're going to go to our core. So this is called the McGill Core Series. Should be very simple. And what we want to concentrate on is keeping our back on the ground, okay? Ribs down and tucked in. And we're just going to try to feel the resistance in the correct areas. So, first one we're going to do, so you can put your hands behind your head or wherever is neutral. We're going to keep one leg up, one leg down, and we're just going to come up for 10. Just normal crunches. So we're going to come up, hold for a second, come back down for 10 reps. Now we're going to go ahead and switch. And like I said, the most important thing is to get rid of the space in your lower back. So push your belly button towards your spine and make sure there's no gap on the ground. Can you see it all right?
Yep.
All right. So this one is very interesting. I didn't know about this one until I came here. These are called bed bugs. So what we want to do is keep our legs up at a 90-degree angle. We're going to go ahead and try to touch alternating limbs. So it's going to come down left foot, right hand. We're going to alternate left hand, right foot. We're going to do 5 each side. And the most important thing is to squeeze and get rid of that space. Hopefully your coordination is there. Sometimes it's not.
I'm feeling you on the not coordinated part. Earlier, Jerry. It's okay though. Just do whatever you're doing.
All right, we're almost there. So now we're going to go ahead and do side planks. We do not want to have our feet stacked. We're going to go ahead and separate our legs. And we just want to feel the tension through the shoulder into the abdomen. So we're going to do this for, how long, Tim? 30 seconds?
Sounds good to me.
Now,
Where you got the clock?
I'm getting the clock right now. All right. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
If you see me shaking, it's because I'm shaking.
15 seconds. You're halfway there.
Hey, Tim's skipping on this. His hips on the floor.
Now, my hip is also in the other room. Schrodinger's hip.
30 seconds.
Good.
Yep.
Good job. Switch. And this is it. Home stretch.
All right. And in 3, 2, 1.
This is kind of hard.
You got it, buddy.
This is my balance nub that's down on the floor.
Floor. I checked.
Almost there. 5 more seconds.
You got it.
Time.
Whew.
Over.
Great job. Now I kind of want to talk about active recovery. So this would be your warm-up. Now you're ready to do any activity, whether it is track and field like I do, cycling like Tim does, or whatever activity. Give me 1 second. Did he steal?
What?
There it is.
Oh, he stole the ball.
I apologize, the dog stole the ball. So one thing that we emphasize here is recovery and how important it is. So we have a bunch of different devices. This is a little ball that came with our package. This is something that you probably haven't seen. This is called a high ball roller. So the idea is that your spine would fit in the middle, take the pressure off the spine so that it can hit all the muscles alongside. And this would be your soft tissue work for rolling out, for either activation or recovery, right? We have your traditional rollers that are really cheap. You can find them anywhere on Amazon. Tim, don't report me. I stole this from the Nazi. I'll give it back today.
I'm sure they lost track of it long ago.
Yeah. This same kind of concept as the normal foam roller, except for you can hit certain areas that you're not able to on the ground. So, for instance, it's really hard to get that hamstring unless you have something like this, right? And these are all different things that you can look into buying. I highly recommend them. Doing self-care on yourself, your own therapy, it's cheaper, it's better for you, and it's just, it promotes very good health for all your soft tissue. So this would be my favorite way to hit like your IT bands. which are extremely painful if you try to roll them out. And then this is the new one. This is called a double up roller. And I believe this is a local company here in San Diego. They gave a couple to the training center, but as you can see, she's got 2 handles. A lot of people have problems with shin splints. The best way to address shin splints is rolling out the bottom of your foot. So just this, or a lacrosse ball, and you're just going to go ahead and roll out the bottom of your foot, and also toe stretches. I apologize, Tim. It's not for everybody.
Let's sit this one out. Those are rated anyway.
Yeah. So this is like a toe stretch. Can you see that?
I can get closer.
So this would be just using a lacrosse ball, and then these 3 toes are connected. And you're just trying to stretch out your feet. And then you can also do, I apologize for sweating.
How dare you sweat?
This is a perfect time to activate those phantom toes for all your amputees.
Yeah.
Think about
You can also do
stretching.
So these are called towel grabs. And you're just trying to roll up a towel with your foot. And then you take this thing, and then this is what would hit both sides of your calf.
Hey, you want to borrow this?
Is there any questions?
I don't think so.
Oh. I'm gonna pop back on here. I don't think we've had any questions pop through, but, and Max, I know that you gave a little bit of your background in your intro, but maybe you can just tell us a little bit more about how you got started in adaptive sports and a little bit more specific on your journey to where you are now, and hopefully, cross your fingers, like you said, be in Tokyo soon.
Yeah. So I started with the Warrior Games. I went there in 2011. I still had my leg, and I was going through limb salvage. A lot of painkillers. I looked really sick. I was probably about 175, 180 pounds, and got to do the Warrior Games. Thought the world of it. Started playing wheelchair basketball. Got turned over, as you do. And that was kind of my final straw. That was my, that was the point in time where I decided to get the amputation electively. After that, get the amputation in August. That next year in May, I did the Warrior Games again. Did track and field, was actually running 6 weeks prior to the games. I got dead last in all the sprints. But I did very good in the throws. And it was that experience that kind of influenced my decision to go to Penn State. I never did track and field before I got hurt, and I started when I was 26. And that's what started my journey. When I came back the next year for Invictus Games in 2014, that's when I knew that I kind of had potential to be good. And 2016 is really my breakout year. And we're trying to get back on pace to 2016. I just opened up with my season opener. I beat my previous season opener by 6 meters. I hit about a 50-meter throw. I fouled the big one, which is about 55, about 185 feet. That would have put me at a PR 3 meters above my old PR to start the season. So this whole thing, this whole process, you just have to believe in yourself and trust the coaching around you and the individuals around you to really make you succeed. If you fight the process, if you think that you know better than the coach, and it just makes everything difficult. So it's better just to learn from your coaches, from other athletes, from trainers, what to do and the proper way to go around things.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. We did have a question come through. Do you think you'll be at Texas Regionals this year?
I will not be at Texas Regionals. I am going to Arizona or Tucson Elite, which is a very big honor because you have to be invited to that. I'll be at Desert Challenge this year, and hopefully Jeremy Campbell and David Blair will be there. They're the top throwers in the world, and I'm just trying to keep up with them. And then we have Nationals in June in Minnesota.
So just like a kind of busy schedule.
Yeah.
Tim, you'll be
And
at
I'm going to
Texas.
school right now, trying to finish my degree at Penn State.
Just a little bit on your plate then. But Tim, you'll be at Texas Regionals this year, won't you?
Yes. Yeah, I just wanted to jump in to ask that question. I'll be there looking, that's ridiculous, taking photos and video of all the athletes competing down there. So whoever that is, if you're Texas Regional Games, keep an eye out for me. I'd love to chat with you, take photos of you, and see if we can, just watch you compete.
Absolutely. Well, team, I don't think we have any more questions coming through. Thank you, everyone who did join us. If you do have any questions for Max, Tim, or Jamie, please let us know. I can definitely put you in touch with them. If you are going to Texas Regionals and you do want to link up with Tim, let me know that too, and we'll connect you guys.